This video is to show how you can use an AI to reformat text in a way that you want it. To give you some sort of background, I quite often ask AI to give me information, then I want to copy that information, right? And when I want to copy it, I want to paste it into my website, right? So when I copy it into our website, um, it doesn't. If it's just straight text, it loses all the formatting. So I have to do all the formatting myself. I thought I had to do all the formatting myself. So, for example, if I want to do a heading, I've got to put a I don't know, an equal sign in front of it, or a couple of equal signs and a couple of equal signs at the end of it. Right. To do all that took time. So I figure, why am I doing it when that's what AI is supposed to do? Not only just give you information, but also do things for you. So I said to it, right, uh, wherever there's a heading, and I put a equal sign before it and an equal sign after it, and format it that way, and it did it for me. Okay, and then I tried a couple of other things and did all that for me as well, which was great. However, when I then copied and pasted into my DocuWiki, it still didn't come out right. It didn't like just didn't come out right until I discovered something which I'd known about earlier, and I've seen this happen with uh, things that you see on uh, forums and stuff like that, where they show code. And said, well, just put it into a code table. So I'll show you what this is all about. For example, this is an example. I simply said, is the term economic logic an oxymoron? Is the term economic logic, it should be an economic oxymoron, not and. Anyway, good thing about AI is it accepts all the mistakes like that. So it gave a reply. So I'll just shrink myself up a little bit. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it gave me all this reply. Okay, and you can see there's some headings there. There's indents, there's dot points, etc., etc., etc. All right, and even had a thing, a link to the thing. But then I simply said to it, reformat the reply into a DocuWiki format and show it in a code box. And it said, the following is a DocuWiki formatted version of the reply contained within a code box. And it says code snippet. And you'll notice it's put in all the equal signs and all the formatting that I require for DocuWiki. So I just touch that, which copies to the clipboard. Right. Now I just simply go to my thing which I've set up. The topic doesn't exist. Righto. I use my tools and I say create this page. Righto. And then I simply hold my finger there. I'll use that and paste it there. And it's pasted in with all the format. All the work done for me. Don't have to. So if I now save that, which I'm about to do, all right. Okay, save that. Boom. And this particular case hasn't worked out quite right. It's put some of it in, the whole lot of it into the wrong format. Anyway, right, it hasn't used the format that I wanted to. Okay, so I suppose rather than redoing it all again, let's have a go at doing this. No, pure. It can't. It isn't the. It's not correct. Correct. I want it in a code box, but I don't want the code box. This is all a code box within DocuWiki, so I don't want that. So I'll go back to uh, the Gemini and say, uh, this is not what I want. I want I do not want all the uh, DocuWiki I'm probably using the wrong word to show as a code box. A code box. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm typing slow. Show it as the format. I don't know if I'm explaining this right. Like all things in if I were all things to do with AI, you've got to ask the question correctly. I don't know if I've asked the question correctly, if it's smart enough to pick that up. So do it again. So do it again. Try again. Okay. All right, so let's say go. Let's see what happens. It's going back, getting the answer. My apologies, I misinterpreted your request. Okay. I'll regenerate directly without surrounding it with a code box. No, but it hasn't. I want it in a code box. Okay. No. I want to be able to have, I can't have the format in DocuWiki form but you present it to me in a code box. Okay, so this is what happens this time. Okay. Apologise for the confusion. There we are as a code snippet. And it looks like it's done something different, so I'll copy that. Okay. Copy to clipboard. Okay. I'll jump to, whoops, went to the wrong thing. I'll jump to my DocuWiki. Okay. There it is. Okay. I'll edit that. Edit this page. Select the whole damn lot. Select all. Okay. Paste. Right. Pasting over the top of everything there. Okay. Let's save it and see what happens. Okay. If it doesn't work, I'll have to make another video. There we are. Righto. So I had to have a bit of a long go at it, but you can see the situation I have. Quite often, by the way, AI can misinterpret what you're saying, and sometimes can actually make complete mistakes and tells you something and it's completely untrue. Anyway, that's just one example. Another example could be a spreadsheet. I'm not going to do a spreadsheet at the moment, but if you actually ask AI to produce a spreadsheet or something, it says it can't do it. However, it'll give you instructions of how to do it. So what you can do is say, rather than giving me instructions how to do it, present it as a comma delimited file, right? And then you just copy and paste the comma delimited file into a spreadsheet, with a spreadsheet. Another example is with AI is quite often I've asked it to produce a picture, right, or a picture, and it says it can't produce pictures, right? But if you asked it to produce a graphic, it will produce a graphic of a picture, all right? Just depends on how you ask the question, and you get what you want. I've had this happen multiple times, all right? The other thing is I've even tried it with music. It says, I can't produce music, etc. But if you tell it to produce the file that's used to create music and you rename it to as a music type file, it is music. Anyway, so it depends on how you ask the question. So all I'm saying is this video is all about how to use AI, how to overcome what appears to be limitations of AI, because it completely depends on how you ask the question. Okay. If you have any questions, email me. Other than that, goodbye.